The final season? Attack on Titan season 4 has been announced. Hello everyone, Monday. I just got home. I've been traveling for almost 10 hours today. I used to do the reaction review, so you're not interested. But here we are then. Season 4 has been announced. I guess it was announced after the episode. And it's the final season. So I want to give some predictions here. What I believe is going to happen, right? And so on. Has been announced to start in the fall season of 2020. So almost, so in 15 months from now, basically. Yeah, so more than a year until the next episode of 60. And so first of all, then, without spoiling anything, without talking about how the manga is or whatever, right? What we know is that it's about currently it's ending at chapter 90, and the manga is chapter 118, and about one episode or two, like one chapter is usually adapted to one episode, maybe two chapters to one episode, not more than that, because the chapters are longer in Attack on Titan than they are in other mangas, most of the mangas. So that is already like 28 episodes there. But even if you say, let's like, okay, cut them down, high pacing, there's at least then 14 episodes. I have a very hard time seeing them doing like 3 chapters per episode. At least they're gonna keep the same, quality and so on. So I think that at least, in my opinion, and I'm pretty sure that if this is the final season, it has to be at least 22 episodes, right? Or 24 episodes. Like this curtain here, it has to be at least, again, it has to be more than just one season. There's no way they can end the anime season 4 unless they skip like one arc or two, right? Unless they skip like 10 episodes, yeah. No way. So I think it's at least gonna be like 20 plus episodes. I'm gonna go so far and say I think it might even be more than that. Or this means that the manga is ending, because the manga, in my opinion, it's not. I mean, the manga is supposed to end in like a half a year from now, something like that. I don't think the manga, but I don't think the manga is ending at this moment. The manga has to, so either this is like spoiling the manga, say that the manga has to end very, very soon from now, so you can cut it in the 2 seasons, non-core like this time, season 3, or this means that this season 4 is going to be super long and actually be 3 seasons. I think that, in my opinion, is a possibility. But I'm actually thinking that it might be something in between there. Like we saw this season, it was only 10 episodes, didn't go the full, 12, 13 episodes. I could imagine that they're gonna do like maybe 3/10. I know it sounds kind of stupid, but honestly, yeah, like they might do like, I'm thinking they might do 3 cores. For example, Durarara did that. They had a 3-core thing when they had like, let's say it's in the fall then 20, then probably the next core is gonna be, in the winter. Spring. Yeah, spring of 21. And then probably the last core then being the next fall. I can see it happening. I might be wrong, but that to me, I think the most likely scenario is going to be 3, a little shorter seasons times 3 there. So it's about like 30 episodes. I think that is what's going to happen. Or they will have to skip a lot of stuff and do it in like 22 to 25 episodes. But that to me feels a little too short. Unless they're really fast adapted them. But even so, even if they're really, really quickly adapted, we're getting into something like 14, 15 episodes at the current pace, right? And the manga isn't ending right now, and I have a very hard time seeing the manga ending like tomorrow. Maybe I'm completely wrong, but I think the manga is probably at least like 10 or so chapters left, so that's like a year of so it's probably at least 10 more episodes there before it ends, or maybe even more. But it's interesting though, from like a manga perspective, I think it's interesting because it does confirm that the manga is gonna end, right? Even though, yes, I know the author said, I'm ending the manga probably in like a year or two from now. This does really confirm, though, not really, but more or less, right? It confirms even more that he is very certain to end the manga, because he's like, well, we don't need more than the next season of anime, yeah. So he seems to actually really be ending the manga, because you hear people say it all the time, but yeah. So that's interesting too in that sense. It feels like he knows that it's only going to be about 10 to 15 more chapters to end the manga, or maybe less, but I mean at maximum, because if it's going to be like, let's say 50 more chapters to end the manga, right, there's absolutely no way they can cover in one season, even if it's like a full no break season of the anime. Of course, there is the other alternative, which I think no one of us actually wants to happen, right, where the anime does an anime only ending, where they just go and say, well, the manga hasn't ended, so let's just do something else, right? Let's do something else, and they just fiddle with that, like the Game of Thrones, and everyone hated that. So I don't think that's gonna happen. But the thing is that happens in some animes, but I doubt it will happen here, regardless of the speed of the manga and so on, because as we saw with this season on season 3, they took a break, right? They took a 6-month break in between the episodes 12 and 13 of the season. So because of that reason, I would say I'm very, very certain, but I think it seems very, very likely that in next of fall season, they will very likely, regardless of what happens in the manga, it's gonna be the fall season and then at least a 3-month break. Like they had planned a 3-month break last year, but instead did a 6-month break for many reasons. But yeah, so I think it definitely is gonna go, first cour and then a 3-month break, second cour. And then in 21 we're gonna have basically season 5 then. Yeah, I think that's for sure. This seems very likely to me. I think it's a very low chance it's gonna keep going for the season, and it's absolutely impossible to keep the quality and getting actually it's like a 12-13 episode season finale. No chance, like no way this is gonna end like episode 73, 74, something like that. I have an extremely hard time seeing that. Then have to do like 3 chapters per episode. It's gonna be insanely high paced. No one's gonna like it. I extremely much doubt that. Well, given this image hero, they're skipping one arc because this happens in season 5. But whatever, I have a very hard time seeing that unless they really highly paced next arc. That's gonna be the controversial arc up here. Yeah, if that arc is like extremely slim. I see the arc being like cut down to like a quarter of this, and still have the same result. So maybe, but if they do that, that's gonna hurt the quality. Yeah, I just cannot see them doing it in one season time. So because of that reason, right, they have to go into the next season or take a break again, right? So I think that taking the break is gonna be what's gonna happen. I feel like I'm 95, almost 99% sure there's gonna be 10 to 12 episodes and then a 3-month break. That's my prediction. And then maybe, as I mentioned, maybe even another break, right? Maybe even like 10 episode, 3-month break, 10 episode, 3-month break. That's my guess. Yeah, given it had 10 episodes now, and I feel around like 30 so episode, it probably was gonna be left of the anime, and not actually like 36 or 40 or so, not like full seasons. Probably more like at least 10 episodes. That would be my guess. That's the conclusion. Yeah. But otherwise, hope you like the force coming out, right? What things gonna happen in it? How you're into seeing this thing happening over here? It's gonna be the next arc, which is gonna be a very interesting. It's a very controversial arc, and not be controversial in the sense that it's like, well, I mean, I guess it also is controversial in the whole the Marley thing, but it's but it is a big change. Let me tell everyone, it's a very big change. I am very hyped to see people. I mean, I like to see people's reaction. Right? I like people's reaction. I see people's comments. I am very interested in seeing how people are gonna take on that thing, and then yeah, like that. I could see even the next arc being a whole season. That's probably a little too much, but no, if you have also there, but yeah. In my opinion, I'm pretty sure that the next whole season 4 beginning is gonna be just that whole arc. If you read the manual I'm talking about, that should fill out a nice about 10-11 episode, and then they're gonna go and take a break, go into the next. Yeah, it's basically like a year of manga, and that arc is almost like perfectly, almost like chapter by episode for 10 episodes, 11 episodes. So I think that's, in my opinion, that's very clear what's gonna happen, and then take a break. Next thing, yeah. I know it's like I'm trying to. I don't try to spoil it. Yeah, it's like it's gonna happen, but for me, like from a productional standpoint, it seems to be very likely. So anyway, hope that's up the video. I know it's a little flimsy, sorry for that, but my excuse is I've been traveling the whole day. I've been very busy this week, and then I have to go back to do one thing in my home. Not my home city, actually close to my home city. I had to go back to that. And then while I was close there, I was like, well, let's just go back to my hometown as well and so on. And it's like a 9-hour, 8 travel. if you have no breaks for that, but you know, like you have to wait for trains and no flying and so on, yeah, taking so it's about like an 8, bare minimum. It's like a 7.5 hour travel. Today it was about 9.5 hours, 9 hours to get home. So I've been traveling. So that's my excuse. I'm very tired, or like I'm a little. I sleep half and off on the train things, and you get nervous to miss stuff, so whatever. That's my excuse. I just got home. I just thought this isn't announced. I'm just in the fine. Yeah, I was like, yes, that is out. Of course, season 4. There's no way. I mean, I don't know if Wheat is gonna do it, but haven't said it yet or not. But there's no way that someone is not gonna do. Of course, one of the most successful animes. So much money in that. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm just very, very exhausted. So I hope I don't seem too bored about this thing. But I'm just like, it is great. So anyway, see you guys and have a great day. And yeah, it's a quartered reaction after this now. So I will do that today. And tomorrow, I'm just gonna go through the animes I haven't watched this week. So like cour final, Street Level final, and so on. That's coming out tomorrow. So it'll be probably a lot of videos tomorrow. Probably like 10 videos tomorrow, going through all the animes I missed this week. Well, I'm doing it recorded now. It's a short 10 minutes. So anyway, see you guys and have a great day.